Okay, next up. So this is for someone or some people. You're kind of in an energy where you're in like this unfazed, or at least you're presenting yourself as unfazed. And you're more focused on your own personal business. You've got like a lack of interest in frivolous stuff, interactions. But the message is you might be perceived as not standoffish, but maybe a little harsh and like nonchalant or aloof. Someone's perceiving you that way. And trying to figure out where your head is at, because to them you seem unfazed. I think you're just maybe protecting yourself because of, we all do that. Past things. Like, I'm tired of getting hurt. I'm just going to protect myself. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm not going to worry about what you're doing over there, Maybe you're just protecting yourself. Or maybe you're using distractions, new hobbies or work or whatever to kind of cope with. I'm getting sadness. There's a lot of messages about the current, like how heavy this current energy is, and not to let it take you down, not to let it, bring you down to a lower vibration, because now it's like they want you to celebrate personal milestones, even if you're feeling down, especially if you're feeling down, like celebrate, that'll lift your spirits back up. But there's definitely a message of like having a facade of masking sadness and using distractions. There's something about being in a past connection being taken for granted. And then that person, that past connection has in some way observed your like growth and intuition. And this person, I think at the beginning, I'm going to say at the beginning of the year, because that's when most of this transformation has been happening for everybody. At the beginning of when this connection like ended or paused or whatever, they felt like they preferred you, I don't want to say dumb, but not listening to your intuition, right? More unaware of their games or their manipulations or whatever. But now they're recognized. It took them a while to recognize your growth as a good thing. I think before they saw it as a threat. I guess we're moving on from that. There's an energy of like disloyalty currently, like from from family or like work related situations. There's someone who wants control because they lack control in their own life, and of course that's stemming from their past traumas, which I feel like are probably somewhere along the lines of abandonment or abuse. But this person, I feel like they might project their unhealed wounds onto other people, which, let's be honest, when we do that, when we're projecting our wounds onto other people, we become the abuser that we once experienced, right? This is why I get mad at people when they won't work on their own healing. I'm always like, why do I have to pay the price because you don't want to heal your stuff? Like, if somebody is not getting help, if they're not working through their stuff, I want nothing to do with them. But this so-called sort of ringleader, they're insecure, and they always want to strip people of their power, because that's the only power they feel like they have. But if this is for you, I feel like despite your past, whatever's happened in your past, I feel like you're coming in. I mean, yes, we're in a heavy energy right now, but I feel like other than that, you're sort of coming into where you're loving your life, especially if you've been single, and things are starting to go well. This is a lot of empaths though. You're ending one cycle and beginning a new one. In the new year, 2026. Everything's like wrapping up in 2025. Now, obviously, Spirit doesn't see time like we do, so it's not like on January 1st, you start your new cycle. But they understand that we're wrapping up a year, and so they're saying, like, in the beginning of the next one, things are different. But you're being guided in a new direction, and you're gaining new perspectives. Maybe you're, I don't know, reaching a milestone age, because the heavy focus seems to be on personal milestones. Let me get quiet here for a minute. This is kind of random. There's something about somebody being somebody being told, or somebody realizing that they look like a family member. So it would be like somebody comes in and says, oh, you look so much like your mom or your dad, or you remind me of grandma, or you look in the mirror like, oh, I'm starting to look like my mother, or like something about that. No, because it feels like a good thing. It doesn't feel like, oh no, I look like my mom. It feels more like a good thing, like an endearing thing. Oh, you look like your dad, like in a good way. It's something specific about like sparkly eyes, or a smile or something good. It's not like, oh, you have your grandma's wrinkles, or like, it's good. It's like, oh, you have your grandma's blue eyes, or your dad's smile, or something good. Or like I said, you're in the mirror and like, oh, I can totally see, I look like somebody or something. It doesn't feel like what I originally said, where it's like, ugh, I look like my mom. No, like, it's a good thing. It feels like it's a good thing. Like, endearing. It feels endearing. Like, oh, it's so cute, or if you have ever seen, like, okay, like, I only knew my grandmother as a grandmother, right? And then if I'd see pictures of her in her 20s, I could see more similarities. Do you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, oh my gosh, you look like grandma's pictures when she was 19, or something like that. I don't know. This feels okay, we're going here. So remember I think it was last week, I was talking about there are, oh gosh, like half a dozen people that I work with that have been going through similar things. in regards to a connection, like this whole year, where it's like maybe you're not together, but you're not really, you haven't severed ties either. This feels like that, and like charging forward. I just see charging right at you, charging right at you. But then I feel like I need to say, okay, so like I'm standing here, the way I see it is somebody charging at me, which should be a good thing because it's like I've been wanting this, but then it almost feels like I'm not really freaking out exactly, but I'm not exactly at peace about it either. It kind of feels like this is something I've wanted. So on the one hand, I'm excited, but I've been disappointed, so I don't want to get too excited either. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of how the whole empath thing is going. It's like it's exciting, but I'm kind of afraid of it too. Not afraid, but you know what I mean? Like almost like, yeah, I thought this was coming back together a million times. I don't want to get too happy about it. Something like that. The other person who's doing the charging towards you, man, they're like, they don't quite make sense because they're kind of like they're charging like this isn't over, or this isn't over, I'm not done, but then also they're like, but I'm not coming back to beg for forgiveness, you know, like I'm not coming back to kiss your ass, or like they're of both, like both of you are of two different energies. Like you're like, I'm super excited, but I don't want to be too excited. And they're like, I want this person back, but I'm not going to beg them to come back. Like, okay. Everybody needs to just drop their ego. Yeah, the message is, this is it. This is it. There's no like, you know, over the course of maybe weeks or months, there may have been, like I talked to several of you about, like dipping their toe in the water to see how you react, or like checking up on you to see if you're moved on and dating somebody. They're like, no, this is not that. This is charging at you. This is it. They're dialed in. They're locked in. There's no like, well, maybe this will work. Like, no, this is somebody charging, coming in. It's very, gosh, like, no, this is happening. We're doing this. It's a shift from like, I'm afraid, I don't know what you're gonna say, to like, nah, we're doing this. I have to be honest. I gotta be honest. What's coming through is like, nah, we're getting naked. I don't know. So they're like hot and bothered, but okay. Hot and bothered for sure. Like, I don't care. It's very like, I don't care anymore. This can't be over. Like, even if, you know, if we gotta hash it out, if we gotta have another argument, like, you're supposed to be mine. Gosh, a little take charge-ish. Somebody, again, it's like somebody that you've had this connection with, and like you're maybe not together, but you've never truly like separated and moved on with other people, or you know what I mean. And whoever this is has been spying heavily to figure out like where your headset is, where your mindset is. I mean, where your headset, where you're, whether you've like moved on or whatever. And something over the course of spying has convinced them that you still love them. Like it never went away for you, just like it never went away from them. Like the love never stopped. And it just feels like that's it. Now it's time. We're laying down all the cards. Like, I've been spying on you, and I totally believe you still love me. And I just keep seeing that. Like somebody's charging at me. They're charging at me. There's something about how, for a big hunk of time, I feel like this person, they were overwhelmed by their intense feelings for you. I think they tried to downplay it. It's like, we were together, we parted ways for whatever reason, and first of all, I thought I could just walk. Like, I've always just walked away from people and moved on. And now, at first I'm thrown off by the fact that I can't just get over it and walk away. That's way intense. I've never felt that before. I don't know how to handle that, so I've spent a hunk of time downplaying it and acting like I'm not feeling this way. And I think that probably hurt you. But it was like a self-sabotage thing that they did. I think that after a period of time of experiencing that, it probably caused you to shut down, and maybe even cut communication. But again, this is all like, this was always how it was supposed to go. Every action led to a reaction that had to happen. So like, if you're one of the people that we've talked about, like, you have to pull your energy back, because as long as your energy's there, that person knows they can always come back. Like, something had to happen to trigger you to shut down, because then it's like, whoa, your energy's not here anymore. I'm not okay with that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everything, you'll be able to look back and see how everything went exactly the way it needed to go to like spark growth or spark movement or whatever it is. But this person has carried immense guilt and regret over their actions. And now they know they have to come in and they have to be vulnerable and they have to be honest. And something specific about, like, I don't know what happened, but they know that you will not be the one to initiate contact. Something happened that is making them know that it's kind of their responsibility to fix this situation. And that they have to come in and like lay all their cards on the table. And I feel like you're not expecting this person to return, because I feel like, again, it feels like a situation where we kind of, there's like I said, there's about half a dozen people I feel like this is for, because we've been talking about this all year. Where like you had to go off and do your empath thing and learn your stuff and heal and grow, and they had to go on their path and learn some stuff and heal and grow, and then like we always knew it was going to come back around. But I think, and again, this was predicted way in the beginning for the people I'm thinking of, that when it comes back around, it'll be at a time when you're like tired and you're like, yeah, I don't feel like this is happening, and that's when it happens. So I think you're not going to be expecting this person's return, even though I feel like I've probably told you a million times that's what came through. You're feeling like, yeah, that's bullshit, and that's when it happens. Okay, but I feel like you're gonna need time to kind of weigh and balance your feelings before deciding how to react. We're close. We're very, very close. And I know for the people I'm thinking of, it's been a very long year, because you've been going through this and you kept getting the the messages of like it's happening, but they have to learn this and just be patient. And like I get it. I'm tired of saying it. I know you're tired of hearing it. But now I'm getting like this is it. This is wrapping up. This is all wrapping up. So anything you need to wrap up in your life prior to getting this back on track, do it now. Yeah. What else we got here? No, I take that back. I gotta wrap this up. This is already like, what's this, 3 videos, so over an hour and a half. I gotta wrap this up. Alright guys. Sending you positive energy.